Okay, for number three, what I would do is write down, a few terms at least, and starting at, 1, what do you get? You get minus 1 to the 0, which is 1, over the square root of 1. I'll just put down 1. Then what do you get? Minus 1. And again, the reason if I put a 2 in there, minus 1 to the 1 is going to be minus 1. What do you get in bottom? I'm going to write down the square root of 2. Plus 1 over, and you get a feel for it, root 3, minus 1 over, I'm actually going to write down root 4. I'm not going to write down 2. Reason for that, I want to keep a pattern over here, plus yada, yada, yada. What about this over here? It's an alternating series. Now, if I do the absolute value of that, which is a typical thing to do, by the way, you would get 1 over the square root of n, which I know is a divergent p-series. So I know it's not absolutely convergent. So what I want to do is I want to use the what's known as the AST, alternating series test. And we're doing that on the original series now, all right? It's an alternating series. This alternates, so I'm using the alternating series test. A couple of things I want to show. Looking at this, I want to write down what AN is. AN is not the alternating part. It's going to be 1 over the root of n, all right? So what do I want to show? Well, one thing I want to show is I want to show the limit as n goes to infinity of AN is 0. Well, that's pretty obvious. If I let n get very large, that's going to 0. The other thing is that it's decreasing. All right? So decreasing, let's take a look. Let's write this down. So 1 over root n, and I'm going to put 1 over root n plus 1. Now, if it's decreasing, I need to show this over here, all right? Let me see if I can do that. Well, it's pretty easy to do that, I think. You get this over here. And by the way, I think it's pretty obvious, but if you want, you can square both sides. Subtract n from both sides. And certainly that's true. 1 is greater than or equal to 0. So by the AST, this is conditionally convergent. All right, let's look at the K. One thing I want to point out is I did do the absolute value first. I had this over here. It's a divergent p-series. So then what I went on to do the alternating series test, which is also referred to as a Leibniz test. All right. So the Leibniz test, what do I need to do? I got the AN. All right, this is the AN over here. Let me make sure that's written down right over here. Positive, decreasing, and tends towards 0. Hence, the series converges. And we just showed that. Certainly, looking at it's definitely positive. It's going towards 0, and it's decreasing. Thank you.